It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care. We're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Alrighty, hello. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Here we go, Tuesday. What up, everybody?
We mark the week by before Do It Bitch and after Do It Bitch.
That's how you mark the week?
We're over the hump, girls.
Okay.
It's after Do It Bitch.
Yeah.
It's a thrilling contest today.
Team full throttle, even though they lost. There's a lot of buzz around this new faction.
People were talking.
No, literally, there's a lot of buzz. Like, they are very buzzed.
Yes.
They are probably drunk,
Just
straight
hit the
up.
pipe.
They passed buzz already.
No, we ain't got no liquor here. That's kind of on you. I feel like you are the one that... I'll give you money.
You're right.
I'll be the producer if you are the runner.
No, I should be bringing booze in here. I haven't brought like a full bar in here like we used to have in the old studio because I know that management doesn't really like it.
Oh, really?
So I've been trying to be like kind of undercover.
They don't like for their employees to be drinking heavily during work hours?
Imagine that.
On a broadcast?
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
I mean, it's just, yeah.
The balls.
The nerve.
And let's go into politics talk. All right, here we go. You're drunk talking about politics on a broadcast.
Wow.
I see no problem.
What could go wrong? Yeah. Well, we'll work on that. It is the holidays.
It is.
It
We
is.
usually do end a Friday show with a little bit of mischief, if you shall.
Mischief?
Fuck off. You know what I'm talking about. You know.
If you miss your shift on Friday because you're drunk, they will be pissed. I think we're getting a coquito delivery.
Okay.
That's that yummy, like...
Low-cal.
Oh, it's not low-cal. It's like...
It's amazing.
It's like drinking a cup of icing.
Do you want me to order some turkey costumes for everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. On a Friday?
I would so rock a turkey costume.
I know Denny's would. I know Virginia would. Obviously, the Birdman will. The question is, will the Ralston?
Yeah, if it's here, I can't say no, right?
Okay.
to be one of you turkeys.
I would love it. If we could take like a family picture and we're all in turkey outfits, that would just be overjoy.
Seems fitting.
I'm already on it.
Yeah, seems kind of fitting.
Oh my gosh. I used to have a turkey costume.
I did too.
I don't know what happened to it. At one of our events, I think it got destroyed.
Well, a lot of these costumes, especially the ones you buy on Amazon Prime that are going to be at your house in about 2 or 3 days, they are shit costumes. They fall apart if a breeze goes by.
And we live hard.
And we live hard.
I think my turkey costume got caught up in Weird Wednesdays.
Yes.
And it never came back the same.
Now, do you want to be matching turkeys or do we all kind of want to have our own little persona? Because now I'm getting excited.
You're saying that there's a wide variety of turkey costumes in that statement?
Yes, that's what I'm alluding to.
Should we work in a pilgrim or we're just all turkeys?
I mean, what's cooler, us looking like a family, like twinsies or quadruplies, or do we all have our kind of like Kiss? They all had their own persona.
Right, yeah. I like that. I think you need to have a little bit of individuality.
Is there a female turkey costume where she's got like a little skirt, maybe cute little leggings?
All right, I'm already annoyed we're not doing this bit now.
Yeah.
I'll look. The bird's on this one.
Little pink glitter turkey.
Look, turkey costumes for women.
Oh,
look at
wow.
that shit.
Sexy turkeys.
Oh, yeah.
There's a sexy anything.
We can really show off them breasts.
These days, they'll probably have like a little, look at my clit.
Wow.
That's a gobbler. That's not a clit.
Yeah. Ooh.
If your clit hangs like a gobbler.
That's a long cookie.
We got a lot of problems.
That's a long cookie. Your gobbler should not be that long.
Okay, I'm seeing some stuff that can be here even by tomorrow.
I love it.
All right. Okay.
I will forget to order it.
Coming here panicked. Kevin will be looking for his costume on Friday.
Kevin leaves him relieved. You're like, thank God he forgot.
What What do you think about the KFC's plan? They want us to switch from turkey to chicken for Thanksgiving. And they've added a new festive feast meal that comes with a bucket of chicken, mashed potatoes, biscuits, and a flight. See what they're doing there? You know, you get a flight of like craft beer. They're doing a flight of 3 different gravies. Brown, white peppercorn, and a new one called Southwest Cheddar Gravy.
They're just trying to tell you to buy their product. That's like Pizza Hut going, we should replace the turkey with pizza. They just want to sell their product.
I don't hate it. I think it's smart. A gravy flight is kind of awesome.
Gravy flight is amazing. Gravy flight's amazing.
Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to incorporate a gravy flight into my Thanksgiving.
That is kind of a cool concept. Even if you're not doing chicken instead of turkey for Thanksgiving, a gravy flight with a little bit of variety, because I believe there's a lot of stuff that you can do. I mean, I know where I'm from. We do a lot of sausage gravy.
Yeah.
And you may be like, look, sausage a little bit much for me, but oh my gosh, sausage biscuits and gravy. Oh man, you put all that together, that is some good Southern eats right there.
It's one day. Get your turkey and your sausage gravy and, feel slow and tired that day.
I am so doing a gravy flight.
I got some ideas. We'll talk.
Okay.
What about a cheese gravy?
They had cheese in one of them. I like that.
I wasn't done. Mixed with.
Gravy shooters.
Yeah, I mean, I love a flight of anything, to be quite honest with you. Variety. Whether it's booze, a sauce flight's amazing.
What if we did, like, instead of turkey, it's wild turkey on the bottom of the shot and then gravy on top?
Oof.
Are we doing Do It Bitch at your house now for Thanksgiving?
I was going to say,
Can we take a fucking day off?
Gosh,
Good
yeah.
gosh. Exhausted over here.
Dance, monkey, dance.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make content.
I get it. I know. That's the problem. It's always content.
Yeah, we were talking about that today, right? These these people who think, I'm going to be a content creator. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take it too far and ruin Thanksgiving.
Becomes your life.
Well, you
Just
can
did.
just take it too far and just ruin your life. Everything. Like, I gotta film this. I gotta film that. I gotta break my headphones like I just did.
I asked people, what would you rather have for Thanksgiving, the turkey or the KFC? Only about 27% of people are buying into the KFC, but would you say that's a surprisingly larger number than you expected? That's 1 out of 4, theoretically.
Yeah. I mean, if you know that your family doesn't do right by the turkey, too, because I know some people don't know how to cook a turkey and it gets dry.
Yeah, it is, honestly. And I grew up with that. I grew up with a family that didn't really know how to cook turkeys. And that's why I think I really am out when it comes to Thanksgiving food. Because to me, I just associate dry bird. And I'm like, there is nothing that gets me excited about this meal.
Well, to use Virginia's word, people have elevated the turkey experience.
Yes. So I inject mine with butter so that it stays nice and moist on the inside. And then I wrap it in a basket weave bacon netting.
I've seen it. I love that concept.
I love it. It stays juicy. And then like a little bit towards the end, you can check it. Like you got to balance it and make sure that you don't have like overcooked bacon. You might need to brown the turkey a little bit in the oven first and then add the bacon more towards the end.
Well, see, you're talking about a lot of steps.
Yes.
A lot of timing, really knowing what to do. It's how you hit it, when, with what. And if you don't have that formula down, and I assume it probably takes years to even perfect it.
Yeah, you got to learn the hard way sometimes. I do so many steps even before Thanksgiving with the brine and the slow thaw.
Wine me, dine me, 60 brine me. You know how they say in the old business? My favorite Thanksgiving ever growing up was the year our stove broke. We couldn't afford it, just money was tight. And we ended up doing a buffet style that was, it wasn't anything Thanksgiving-y. It was all kind of other different stuff. And it was awesome. We had so much fun with it. It was completely non-traditional.
Sometimes those are the ones that make the biggest impact because it's like, oh, wow, this is different. It's exciting.
Yeah.
But my husband loves the traditional Thanksgiving
He does,
stuff, so
okay.
I
All
can't
right.
switch it up. I mean, I will be doing the gravy flight.
But you are right, though. There are some people, they make Thanksgiving, and that shit is whack. Now, Virginia, she takes the time. You do the steps. That's what it takes
It
to
takes
be great.
days.
Yeah.
You start on Tuesday. Honestly, I start cooking on Tuesday for a Thursday meal.
And then what's your schedule like? What do you make first? Because obviously, I guess some things can sit for a few days, and then you have to time out what needs to be piping hot right out of the oven.
Yeah, so you can pre-make a lot of stuff. I mean, of course, the turkey is in the fridge brining for days and maybe a week, actually. And ahead of time, I make the cranberry sauce is done. I make the mashed potatoes, they're done. I make the mashed potato casserole is done. All that has to happen, it has to be finished, which means the raw marshmallows go on top and then get roasted.
You do mac and cheese, right?
Yeah, we did mac and cheese.
How long does that take you to make?
That's not that bad. I do a homemade mac and cheese, and it's not that bad at all. Maybe like in 45 minutes.
Do you enjoy it, or are you stressed out about it?
Mac and cheese?
No, just do cooking, Thanksgiving.
I mean, I always kind of stress a little bit because, I like to drink when I cook.
And you've got a food critic coming over who's got a very powerful microphone over here, so don't fuck this up.
I know what she likes. She needs pizza. She needs a little grilled cheese.
And a banana daiquiri.
She'll be wowed by the gravy flight.
Yeah.
And then I'll give her a little bit of that, my shot with the wild turkey and gravy on top.
Well, that's what happens when you go to Virginia's house. As soon as you walk in, boom, there is a potion or an elixir of some sort.
Pre-made.
Pre-made,
Yeah.
ready
We were
to
just
go.
waiting for you to get here. I've been tracking you.
Got the beverage, just need to drink it now. Gravy seems to me like one of those really debatable foods where people could find it awesome, but it is kind of gnarly at the same time. Would you want to chug down a 10-ounce cup of gravy?
Only if it's for a bit.
Right, exactly.
I like my gravy a little more loose. So some of this gelatinous gravy in the game that's just thick and
Yeah.
it pours like Jell-O.
Right.
I'm not interested in that kind of gravy.
Ugh.
I want more of a loose gravy. I want more of a dark gravy that's all seasoned and it's got flecks of everything in it because I use the juices from the turkey.
How do you feel about a white gravy, white peppered gravy?
Love it.
Love it.
Okay.
Love
yeah.
it.
Love
You won't cook your flour down as long for a white gravy. You don't want to darken your flour.
Yeah. I think I'm a white gravy guy. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we got.
I'm getting hungry.
I know. I was going to say we still have over a week to go before Turkey Day.
We are edging this turkey day.
Dare I say dessert gravies for on top of a piece of pie of sorts. Ooh.
I always get the Breakers pies because I got a connection.
Yeah.
So I get the Breakers employee pie.
Okay.
It's so good. So we get an apple, we get a key lime, and we get a pumpkin. So we have all three of them, but they're made by the Breakers, so they're good.
I got a connection. I get hand pies at the convenience store by my house next to the liquor store, and it's two for $1, Kev.
No way.
And it's
Good
not,
deal.
not a deal he made with me, but it's a good deal. So it's a connection in a way.
Just to let people know, too, on that concept, they do something really awesome for Meals on Wheels. It's called Pie It Forward.
Yes.
And you have a lot of really great chefs here in South Florida that make pies that you can buy for Thanksgiving. And then it goes to Meals on Wheels, which is a great organization that gets meals to people that need it and they deliver them.
Yeah, we did that with them many years in a row. I love the Meals on Wheels program. We did it, and then all of a sudden, we didn't do it anymore. Remember after the pie eating contest, that's when me and Jason got into a fist fight on stage. And then after that, Meals on Wheels didn't call us back.
You got to tell that story the right way, because when you tell it in your own edited, fucked up version, it sounds like me and you were in the streets brawling with one another. I fell on you by accident.
It was a pie eating contest for Meals on Wheels. And it was both of our faults. We both.
Well, I fell on you, She got up. She actually punched me 3 times in the face, and I knew I had to take it because I'm like, damn, I just fell on a woman in front of people.
We fell off the stage.
I did. I toppled right down on your ass, and the whole time, as I'm thinking airborne, going down and going, this is not good. And you got up and punched me. Like, you got to take this shit.
That was a Meals on Wheels event.
Didn't you land on your elbow?
I did. I was bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But look, all's fair.
Yeah.
I was up there laughing and chucking it up, and I am not mad at all. I think it's one of my favorite clips we've ever done.
But you're right. We haven't been invited back. It's kind of funny. I forgot about that
It
correlation.
was a Meals on Wheels
That's right.
Pie It Forward event.
I forgot that, and we had done several things. I know we were at the convention center with them one year, and I think they're on their 11th year this year. So we did the first 2, I believe.
We did the first 3 or 4.
Okay.
Damn, Super Pie killed
Super Pie
our relationship.
Killed our relationship, yeah.
Shit.
with Pie It Forward.
Man, I remember we slinked out of that event so quickly, like we stole money or something.
Yeah, I think kind of like probably not going to hear from them.
Looking back, I wouldn't change a thing though, because it's one of the best
Great video.
stories we have.
And the best is, Virginia is punching me, and you just hear Kevin not knowing what to do. Ooh.
Wow. Well, it was good seeing you guys.
That took a turn.
I mean, it turned so quick.
I'd like to introduce next year's hosts, Mo and Sally.
I mean,
You're not going to get that with them.
Denny's is playing it right now on KVJ TV, and it really, you go into full boxing mode.
I'm so mad.
Oh, and then we have to get up there and act like we're all goofy. And internally, I'm going, oh my gosh. A, I feel so bad. B, I'm so embarrassed. And C, let's get the fuck out of here.
But that video, it's legendary.
It is something.
It's coming up right
It's
here.
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I can't think but wonderful thoughts when I think back to that day.
I'm falling. Boom.
Almost took out the guy in the wheelchair. He had to back up because you would have landed in his lap.
Yeah, Virginia, boom, slaps you in the face. Right to the face. Right to the chin. And Super Pie is stunned.
So I can't imagine why the Pie It Forward people didn't want to work with us the following year.
Oh my gosh.
And if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure it was a country station audience. It wasn't our audience. Everyone's like, who?
Well, it was a really shitty day. So it was very overcast and it had been raining earlier. So there just weren't a lot of people there, period. It was very weakly attended.
I gotta tell you,
You went down so hard.
the witch really does know how to pack a punch. I gotta smack to the face.
It was a slap to the face, and it was 2 right hooks right to the jaw.
And then I run away from you.
And then he runs up onto the stage, and hey, Virginia still wants to hit you.
I'm still trying to keep it goofy.
Oh my! And then she hits you in the stomach. Oh boy. That was something.
That's a great video.
That was something. Wow.
I'm watching it gets
Oh
funny.
my God.
How do you not have a broken hip?
Unbelievable. If I saw that, I'd be like, oh my gosh.
If I saw that, I'd go, oh my gosh, I'm going to listen to that show tomorrow.
You got to listen to that show.
Wow.
I mean, it is epically imploding. You got to listen to that.
There's nothing worse than to have something publicly go wrong in front of an audience.
Wow.
We could write a book on it.
Yeah, we'll have to get that posted on social media for next week. That's fantastic.
Happy Thanksgiving, and we hope you do great, Pie It Forward.
Yes, we do. We love what you do.
We love what you do. We're just sorry we
I'm not sure you love what we do.
bad showing.
We still love you and support you.
Absolutely.
Doesn't have to be mutual. We understand.
We get it. We're a lot. We're a liability.
Wow. I do have a few emails here. Michelle talking about them coyotes. Bird was talking about seeing them in Boynton Beach, how somebody got their dog snatched. And she said, yeah, we've seen several the last few years. In fact, just had 2 in my backyard last week here in Port St. Lucie.
Ooh.
That's what I'm hearing. They're going in backyards. They're getting a little too comfortable.
They're looking for your pet.
Mm-hmm. She said, I have a big Great Pyrenees mix, and that scared him away. And when we let him back out, he ran right to the back fence and laid down just to protect the yard.
Aww.
So I guess he kind of knew. He's like, all right, don't worry, I got this. Ain't no coyote coming over here. But coyotes can jump 6-foot fences like nothing.
Good Lord.
I mean, it's just horrifying. Imagine you're chilling in your backyard, just laying in a lounge chair, and that fucking coyote jumps over your fence.
And then snatches your little dog.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Or your cat.
horrifying.
Yeah. You really can't have an outdoor cat now if you care about it.
You're right.
They typically don't attack adults, I guess. I'm not saying it hasn't happened in the history of coyote world, but they're looking
Let's find out.
I'll be laying, sunbathing, and the coyote will jump my fence and just land on me.
Yeah, little dogs, cats, even pet bunnies, because they're not the biggest creature. You know, coyotes, they're about a medium-sized dog is what you're looking at.
They're adorable. I do find them cute, but their instinct.
Yeah, I saw one of those videos where, of course, somebody had humanized and taken in a coyote. It was their pet, and they're brushing its teeth and, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I saw one. It sucked me in so bad. It was how this guy raised a baby squirrel from, I guess they just left the squirrel, and it was going to die.
Abandoned.
And he brought it. He had no idea what to do about squirrels and learned all about it. And now this is the most special squirrel. It will... It chills. It runs up on his shoulder. They pet. Then the mom thought he was crazy, going, "What are you doing with the squirrel?" Then the squirrel and the mom had this great relationship, as if the mom could talk to the squirrel.
The squirrel won her over.
Yeah. And then he got freaked out one day because out of the blue, the squirrel took off and ran up a tree. And he goes, "Oh man, the squirrel's gone." Came right back. And just wanted to explore and came right back on his shoulder.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it was yours. If it doesn't, it never was.
Is that your Quotey Wise voice right there?
Yes.
It's not. It's like a witch.
Well, what do you want?
Yeah, she said, my neighbor had a baby bobcat jump 2 fences and got 3 of their chickens.
Oh my gosh.
That sucks.
Yeah, so any place where you got a lot of construction, Port St. Lucie got reports. We got everything from West Boca, Fort Lauderdale. People are saying, yep, they're pretty much everywhere in South Florida now.
What are you more scared of? A bobcat jumping over your fence into your yard or some random guy named Bob jumping into your yard?
Random guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the bobcat, he doesn't want me. He wants a little furry dog.
And you could potentially scare off the bobcat with the sounds. Bob, if he wants to hurt you, there ain't nothing you're going to, or I don't know. I just saw you punch me. So I think Bob's fucked if he breaks into your house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to definitely leave a mark on Bob. When you find me, just know I fought.
Okay, I like that.
Got Melissa. She said, start with anyone who attempted the big party that Epstein threw in New York when you want to talk about who is involved. I didn't know that he had a big party when he was, I guess, let out of his sweetheart deal here in South Florida.
Oh, I'm sure he had lots of big parties.
Mm-hmm. They said all of those people by then, you would have known. So you could maybe plead the fifth or just be like, I just didn't know, plead ignorance. You know, if anything else, if it happened before then, be like, I had no idea. He was just a powerful guy. But then after that, and he does time, and that was all over the media that the guy did that. And then you're still hanging out with him at one of his parties.
That's true. The timeline.
Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't know he did that. So she said it was a who's who of media, political, the elites. Then anyone who associated with him after that is suspect as well. They all pretty much knew at least what had happened, what he got away with. They said that's why Andrew and Fergie just lost everything. Their emails were from 2011 and 2012, and anyone who went to the island is absolutely suspect, no matter when that was. So you got to be interesting to see what happens. We were talking about that Harvard professor that he was listed in there as kind of using Epstein as his wingman and his sexual confidant.
Creepy.
For those years after that. And he said, you know what, I'm going to kind of just step out of the public eye. So There'll probably be other names like that that'll come up with people wanting to know. And Alexis said, what was this from 2012? I found it on an old hard drive, and it is what KVJ TV used to look like in 2012, 13 years ago. Forgot, I guess we were broadcasting on Facebook. I don't even know how, because...
We did for a while, yeah.
Yeah, did we then mute the music? Because I know that was an issue.
It was an issue. It wasn't a great experience for the people.
Yeah, but you can see I'm just kind of chilling, looking at my computer, and Jbird is laying, it looks like, naked across the table.
That just seems like a regular Tuesday.
Yeah, just another day.
We've done so much weird shit. I don't even remember that.
I think was when we had the art class come in and they drew you naked.
Oh, that was uncomfortable as shit.
So you were the nude model, and you were laying out on the table, and Virginia was getting some photos.
Yeah, that was...
The walls of that studio make me so mad how they took that beautiful mural and painted over it.
Let's not get the Raging Cajun out.
What a bunch of dumbasses.
I know. It was what, how many years ago?
I know, yeah. They did that because we were in the sterile version of that building for probably 2-3 years. So it was 2009.
She is right. We had a beautiful mural that
the most beautiful.
It was a really cool.
James Hook.
You walked into it. If you were a guest, people would always say, "This is really cool," and then for some reason they just painted it over with
because they like to steal joy.
I mean, it really was an interesting comment about it. Now it was when we were working with iHeart, and the mural really was local.
It was Florida.
Personality, and everything you would want. And they were all about just going sterilized, and it really said a lot about their product. That was what their whole thing was. We just want homogenized shows that pretty much do the same bits and do the same stuff.
Safe, boring.
Yeah, we don't want these unpredictable shows that might punch each other at a pie event, So they were looking for, they wanted, their thing was they wanted Seacrest. They wanted people that were manageable, wouldn't do anything too crazy. They had solid announcers, pretty safe content.
Seacrest is a
Knew what you're going to get.
Well, I mean, if everyone's doing the same thing, eventually it's going to get... you always got to go right when everyone's going left.
Thank you.
That's just my opinion.
He's so boring. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, he'll tell you, like, what the new Taylor Swift song is, but you're not going to get any personality or anything fun.
Well, that's why people don't like those kind of talk show interviews, because they're there to promote something. They're there to answer softball questions. And then sometimes when they get on a podcast and actually give you their personality, you're like, wow, they're a fucking bitch, or they're a dick. So it's kind of a weird... People have ruined their reputation just by going on a podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they talked too long.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And those podcasts, that's where they pretty much, they're extended form. A lot of them at least an hour. Some of them go like 3 or 4 hours. And you have to kind of walk in there saying, I know I'm going to deliver at least one story that's going to stick out, because that's what it takes when you're on a podcast. You have to say something that'll go viral that people will share and be like, oh, can you believe they said that?
And I think people didn't realize that in the beginning, where I'm just on a podcast, no one's going to hear this, and then podcasts blew up, and then what happened was people started going back to old podcasts and going, can you believe what this person said? Clip, snip, throw it out there.
Yeah, that's it. So I think now when people walk into it, they have to do it. But they said they're kind of winding up with the same problem. Some of the podcasts now, you're having these guests that come on, and Charlie Sheen's about the only one that I see with each one. He tries to bring something different. But if you're on multiple podcasts, you're like, I'm going to save it for one, because that was the issue. And we had that even doing the radio stuff. That's one of the reasons why we stopped doing the interviews, was because of Adam Levine. And we had him on, and I brought up a topic, and he would not talk about it because he was saving it to go on Stern. And I'm like, no, he just wanted to be and use us as a vehicle to promote his shit. And I'm like, you got to give me something in return. And these guys are like going, no, if it's not Stern or not, a huge national show, then I'm not going to give you anything good. I'm going to just be like, yeah, the music's great and we're excited to go on tour. I'm like, nobody wants to hear that.
No, we have to blow you, but then when it's our time to get a blowjob, you're going to, nah, sorry, go take a cold shower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not blowing anybody. I'm tired.
Yeah, I ain't doing it.
I was trying to give an analogy there full of wisdom, Virginia. I apologize.
Yeah. So that's an interesting thing. See how that world is changing.
What a boring interview, Adam Levine. I'd rather have you punch me in the face 3 times again.
I agree. You can punch me too.
No,
he just gave nothing.
Well,
It was just like, all right.
He didn't want to be there.
No.
That's the worst thing when you're interviewing somebody and you know they don't want to be doing it. Because guess what, bitch? I don't want to be doing it either.
Right.
This is wasting both of our time.
And it was kind of too why we stopped doing comedians as well. Is that it didn't flow well sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of times they don't want to come in this early because they were doing blow all night.
Yeah, they're up till like 2 a.m. or whatever, whenever the comedy club winds it down. And then being on the radio at 7 a.m. when you've been up till 2 a.m. is not good.
And it's not fair for me to say all comedians, because some comedians did a great job and came in and tried to entertain. But we had a handful of them that, they were disrespectful. You could tell they didn't want to be there. I remember Pauly Shore one time. I mean, Pauly Snore. It was so fucking boring. I'm going, dude, if you don't want to be here, just don't come here.
Right.
Well, you're there to try to sell tickets to your comedy show. And if you're not funny or entertaining, then no one's going to buy them. So you've just wasted your time. You got up for no reason. You wasted our time. You wasted the audience's time, which is most important.
Well, I heard Joe Coy. We like Joe Coy.
We love Joe
got
Coy.
He was on a podcast talking about how comedians said, you do morning radio even if you have a sold out show? He goes, of course, why would I not? You're giving yourself a free opportunity to sell yourself to an audience that may never hear you. Go in there, be funny, entertain them, and you may now have new fans that you never, even if it's 5 here, 10 there, that adds up. Yeah. And that's the right attitude.
He's done. Look, I'm happy for him because he's playing the Kaseya Center now. When he comes, he plays where the Miami Heat play.
And that's where he should play.
Well, because he works his balls up. Whether you think he's funny or not, he works hard and he treats people the right way.
And he looks at it like, okay, I'm not going to be a prima donna dickhead. I'm going to be appreciative that people want to see my career do well.
Even if it's 10 people, you should never dial it in. If you're an entertainer, you gotta, even if it's 10, I know you don't want to play in front of 10 people, you got to give that 10 people a show and act like in your head it's 10,000 people you're playing to.
It's the thing that I always think about with Michael Jordan was one of his things was even going out to the bus, they'd be like, come on, dude. And he would take forever to get ready. And be like, when you're walking through the lobby and getting on a bus, he's like, yeah, but that may be the only time anybody ever sees me or somebody takes a photo or whatever. So he's like, it's always showtime. And that's the thing. If you are a public figure, whenever you're out of your house, it is showtime, really. And that's why I get it for them. It's tough and they have compounds and they stay there because they know if they set foot out of that compound, all of a sudden I got to have my best face on or somebody's going to take a photo and they'd be like, oh, look, they look down and out and they're going to be like, they must be on something.
Right.
I remember we were doing our live shows every Friday back in the day. And there was one live show where we were going to have the snack pack play, but it was on Halloween and it rained and nobody really came to our live show. And the only people that were there were about 8 homeless guys. And it was one of our most fun shows we'd ever done. We were fucking rocking out. They were rocking out. I mean, it wasn't, this great, exciting show, but you got to, work with what you got sometimes.
So they were like, this is great.
They were, yeah. It was fun. We had snacks we're throwing out. They loved it.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how you do it. Jennifer Lawrence seems like she's a pretty decent interview. She always kind of has fun little things. I think she's even commenting on it that she might have been a little bit loose-lipped when she used to do interviews, but she's always got something fun, and she just seems to be brutally honest. And I love this one comment. She was talking in one interview. She said, you know what? It's really no fun working on a movie for a year and a half only to find out that everybody thinks it sucks. And her latest movie had come out, and, it was a good cast and everything and kind of got panned. And you think about that. You've just dedicated about 18 months of your life invested entirely into that project. And it just gets shit on. You're like, wow, that's like a year and a half of my life that I almost wasted on something. Look, we have bad shows or whatever, but, we got 5 a week. So if one just tanks, you're like, all right, well, I got a chance to get back up on the horse tomorrow.
And there's always another at bat.
Yeah. I mean, imagine just sucking for 18 months straight.
That would suck. But you know what? I hope she doesn't take it personal because think about it. There's a script. There's other actors. Yep. There's so many other variables that she's got to workaround, and it could be entirely not her fault.
Well, a lot of times it's not. Think about just how much content is out there. It is tough to cut through the noise, man.
Yeah.
I'm hearing movie stars talking about that. Stand-up comedians that are big going, these tickets people aren't coming to the shows like they used to.
Because there's so many options.
Well, and you think with the TV the way it is now, and ever since movie stars started jumping in and doing TV shows, I mean, I'm watching Shrinking with Harrison Ford. Like, could you ever have imagined when we were growing up seeing Harrison Ford, like he would do Return of the Jedi and then he would be on an NBC sitcom? I mean, like, that just never happened when we were growing up. And now that you have that, watching these shows is just like watching the movies.
I kind of started seeing a trend of that changing during Breaking Bad, because Breaking Bad was a series, but it was like you were watching a movie every time. Every episode
changed the game.
Was made like a movie. Yeah. So you're really doing, 30 movies.
Yeah, and the competition is, they know it's crazy. And so for Jennifer Lawrence, big name, whatever, you can have a misstep here and there, but then you worry and it puts more pressure on your next project.
Yeah.
I think they say after your third misstep in Hollywood, they start looking at you going.
I could see that. Yeah. Well, it's like with anything. You think about somebody who plays professional sports and you have a great year and then you start making a ton of money, but then had kind of a bad season. The next season wasn't that great. Your contracts are going to start going down. They're going to trade you. And, so you've just got to deliver all the time at an elite level.
Chris Elliott, you guys know that comedian?
Yeah.
There was a time where he was one of the hottest comedians on the planet. I mean, his star was rising, and they gave him a chance to do a movie. And Tim Burton liked Chris Elliott. Now, Tim Burton's a huge name.
Huge.
They had this whole script written, ready to go.
David Letterman was really into Chris Elliott. Chris Elliott, I think, was on his show.
He was. They were boys. In fact, so what happened was right at the middle of production or them getting ready to film, Tim Burton drops out. Now, they had a budget of, I think, 40 or 50 million for Tim Burton. When he dropped out, their budget went down to 5.
Oh.
They made a completely different movie. The movie tanked because Tim Burton wasn't a part of it. And it ruined Chris Elliott's career as far as in the movie industry for a long, long time.
Well, it kind of kept him from stepping, because he always you might know him from Groundhog Day. If you know that movie, that was him. He was the camera guy in it.
Yeah.
He's Woogie from Something About Mary.
Yeah. And so he never really elevated past those roles, but you could see the genius that he had. He was great in comedy and should have been one of those people that would have been more of the frontliners, but he was always the third or fourth funny guy in every movie he was in.
Well, Tim Burton had this whole script where there are going to be sea monsters and all these creatures. And, if Tim Burton's involved, he's going to get sea creatures. He's going to get monsters.
Right.
He wasn't involved anymore, and they still had to come up with sea monsters and creatures.
So we're going to build one?
They were not good compared to what they would have had.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and Chris Elliott said him and his buddy who was involved in the project, they took it really, really hard.
Yeah,
because the phone stopped ringing.
It is, yeah, and that's what it's like. I thought this is a good story. Adam Sandler is going to be on David Letterman's next guest on his Netflix show that he does. And he was talking about how he took his dad and brother to a show that he absolutely bombed.
I did this one show in Boston, and my dad and brother came to see it. I was 17, and I ate it so hard in front of my dad, and I hated that. And the MC came on after, and I walked off into the humiliation of eating it. And he says, "Adam, were you the class clown in school?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Stick with that." And the place goes, "Oh." And I was like, oh, man, that hurt in front of Pop.
There's no more period of vulnerability than those few moments.
Yeah.
I do love hearing comedians talk about when they bomb, because everybody bombs.
In front of Pops?
Everyone eats a shit sandwich.
Yeah. You'll be able to see that new episode. It drops December 1st. They filmed that at NYU in front of a live studio audience on September 29th.
That reminds me of when we did that thing in Boca, and I thought we were going to be on the microphone for about 3 minutes. It was that cooking demonstration.
Oh,
so I was just going to be British for a couple seconds. Then Virginia goes into a full fucking on podcast, basically.
Well, they wanted us to host the whole cook-off.
Something maybe you should have told me right before we got on stage.
I didn't know it either.
You know what, Jbird, if you ever want to get out of an event like that, I got a video from a pie event you could show them. You sure you really want us to come out? This is what it typically looks like.
Well, I was dying on stage.
Nah, we nailed it.
You nailed it. I was British the entire time. It was awful, Virginia.
I loved it.
When you get punched in the face 3 times, any event's going to be better than that. Good point. That's the good news. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. And for the email, send them to us, mail at kvjshow.com. Enjoy your Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.